Hi, Capricorn. I hope you guys are doing well. I know that with the Saturn and Pluto in retrograde, kind of bouncing around with all the other planets, it hasn't been the easiest ride in the last couple of months. But, excuse me, I also feel like you guys are being prepared for some pretty big things. My allergies just started kicking up like right before I started. I was doing fine. Everything was good. And then I had this huge like sneeze fest. So that happens while we're chatting. I apologize. Nothing I can really do about it. I am drinking my lemon honey water. So for those of you who are going to tell me to consume local honey for my allergies, I'm already doing it. I'm already doing it. All right, you guys. So this is what I'm kind of talking about. I feel like there are some things that are coming to you and in a pretty big way, but I'm wondering if you like actually believe it. I mean, I know that life hasn't exactly dealt you like the best hand lately, um, to say the least. But I have the Eight of Wands, the Seven of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. I feel like there are people that are on your side, and I feel like the energy that's coming in, if you've heard, it's almost as if it's almost as if you're going to say, but I've heard all of this before, Betsy. It's like people can say the same things to me over and over and over again, but I always feel like defeated by it. I always feel like what else am I supposed to do? What else am I supposed to create? What am I supposed to um, rely on here? Like, what is it that how what is it about this that's different than anything else? What is it about this communication? What is it about this energy coming in that's going to be different than all the other energy that's coming in? It's sort of up to you to have the faith and have the trust and know that the direction that you're going in right now is the direction you're supposed to be on. Nobody said that life was going to be easy, and some things we have to release and let go of before we can reap the rewards. See, love rewards the brave. You have to be brave enough to let go in order to get the rewards, right? The Ace of Cups is telling me that you've really been working on building, like filling up your cup and self-care and allowing yourself to feel really good about things. I don't want you to get discouraged just because the energy is a little bit heavy, just because you feel like there are days that you just can't keep going on the way that things have been going on. The best is yet to come. The best is coming, right? And you're on the path that you're supposed to be on, and nobody said it was going to be an easy journey, but I want you to believe that there are good things that are coming. Now, the Chariot and the Ten of Swords. Here's the thing. If you have a water sign in your life, could possibly be a Cancer, you've been feeling really good about this. It doesn't have to be a water sign. It could just be somebody who is really caring and nurturing and loving. The Ten of Swords for me is whatever it is that the Chariot is trying to bring you to, something has to end before you get there. It doesn't have to be totally devastating. I feel like the worst is behind you, but I think that that's why you aren't really sure that you can believe whatever communication that's coming in. I feel like you're a little bit skeptical. There's like a cynic. I'm not surprised that the Capricorn is being cynical, honestly, but there's a cynical aspect to whatever communication is coming in, and you're just kind of like, I don't really know what to think about this. The Chariot wants to keep pushing you forward and keep moving you forward, but there's something that you have to release first. There's something that you have to let go of before. It's like the chariot's going down on its road, you know, it's like dirt road or whatever, and there's this big wall of blockages that's like right in front of it. And it's up to you to find a detour, because you can't go through the brick wall. I mean, you could try, but you're probably going to end up like killing everybody. Like, killing everybody trying to get through the brick wall. Let's see what this 8 of Wands is. I just wanted to do your reading like super highly intuitive. And I mean, yes, there's so much going on in the planet. Something flipped over. Sorry, something flipped over. I got to find it. Yes, there's stuff that's going on cosmically in the sky, in the universe, but it's kind of like, if I tell you what it is, you're going to be like, Betsy, you've been telling us this for months, over and over and over again. So I wanted to do this like super highly intuitive. Sometimes that helps a little bit more. What was it that flipped over? Oh, that's going to drive me crazy. Where are you? Little card. Oh, there it is. Ah, that's why you're cynical. Because it's an offer of affection and love. And because you've been hurt in the past, you're not sure that you can entirely believe it. That Knight of Cups on the 8 of Wands feels like something really fast coming in. But the 7 of Swords, I've been hurt in the past, Betsy. I don't know if I can trust this. So what happens when we have wounds from the past that we're holding on to? Oh, I love it when the cards work with me. The 4 of Pentacles on the 7 of Swords. What happens when we're holding on to things so tightly from the past that we're not allowing the universe, we're not allowing anything to get in. We're not letting the universe work for us. It's all being pushed against. This is why I wanted to do it intuitively, because it doesn't really matter what's going on in the sky right now if you can't believe it, right? If you can't believe what's happening in front of you, it doesn't really matter what's happening cosmically. There's this need for you to heal, right? Ace of Cups. There's this need for you to heal because somebody wants to offer you affection. Somebody wants to show you a little bit of love. But what if you're holding on to all of the things that are painful, all of the things that are deceptive? So how do we do that? In my alignment sessions that I do, the coaching alignment sessions that I do, we talk about how to release past issues. If there are energetic cords that you're still kind of attached to, the long distance Reiki really, really helps. I also do that. 20% off first time clients. There's something that you are really holding on to, and this has to be released in order for you to receive. And you have to be brave in order to release it. You have to be brave in order to admit it. So admit that there is something there that you need to heal from. Because you can say all day long, but I've already let that person go. People will like reply or comment on the videos, I've already let that person go. That person's in the past. I don't even want that person to come back. But if you're letting them go in bitterness, rage, and anger, that you have not let that person go. I guarantee you are still holding on to an energy if you're doing it in a negative way. You may have let go of what they did to you, but when you're holding on to the rage and angerness of it, that's not moving forward. You have to accept that where you are and what you want is stable and real. And whoever this water sign is, I feel like that they want to provide that for you, but are you going to allow it? Or are you going to sit in this miserly position of, I don't really want to allow anything, because if I'm vulnerable and I open myself up to anything, oh, my zipper is like way up here. If I open myself up to anything and I'm vulnerable, then I could get hurt again. That is the price of being brave and being vulnerable, and having the courage to admit when you want something in life, you have to take that risk and be vulnerable and be open. So we have the Ace of Swords and the Three of Pentacles on this Queen of Cups. I feel like there's kind of this aha moment in June for you. I almost said December. That's really weird. Like the word, like just the month December popped in my head. So I don't know if something happened to you during your birthday season, or you're planning something for your birthday season coming up, but I feel like there was kind of this aha moment for you during that time, and you started to rebuild, and you started to allow yourself to believe in the joy of it. And then there was something that you kind of went backwards on. There was something that you kind of, like, you can't let go of this hurt that you endured in the past. And I feel like the only way for you to let go of it is if you accept that there were lessons that you had to learn, and place the value on what those lessons were, you know? Let's see what this Chariot is, because I feel like this Chariot is trying to bring you into a future. So we have the Queen of Wands here. This is the person, so fire sign. Could be the same person, could be a water sign, fire sign, could be the same person, but they see you, they value you. This is part of it. You could be actually like moving towards a fire sign, but the Chariot for me is that soul purpose. It's that drive forward. It's that feeling of, you know, let's get this feeling pushed forward, right? I truly, truly, truly believe 100% that drive forward, it's not really fueled by another person, but when somebody accepts you 100%, even if you are a little bit close, it's like you're opening up for this person. You're letting the past go. You're releasing all of the pain of what happened to you in the past, and you are opening yourself up to the possibility that you can be vulnerable with someone and not get hurt. And it's not that you're not going to get hurt, because even the people that we love the most can say things that kind of trigger us like they're supposed to, right? This person will trigger you as well, but they're not doing it to hurt, to harm you. They're not doing it to deceive you. They're not doing it to lie to you or anything like that. They're doing it to help you grow. They're doing it to make you better, right? They're doing it because they see something in you that's worth seeing. Does that make sense, Capricorn? I'm trying not to talk in riddles. I'm trying to be like, because it's what's going on in my head. I'm clairaudient. So that means that I'm clairaudient and I'm clairsentient. So that means I feel certain things and I hear certain things at the same time. So, but it sounds to me like there are riddles going on in my head, like almost cliche. It's very, very cliche. And I don't want to say cliches to you. I want to be very upfront and very bold, because I don't want you to hide anymore. Remember how we talked about a couple of months where I felt like you guys were like non-existent, you were hiding away? I don't want you to do that anymore, because there is really quick energy and I feel like the reason why you've been hiding is because everything's been really, really heavy, and you've been having to learn what your soul wants you to provide for yourself, and you've been having to learn like the path that you need to go on, and It's hasn't been an easy journey, but it's been really, really worth it. And you're waking up and you're seeing what the truth is about everything. And I don't want you to go through this moment in your life with your eyes closed. And I don't want you to hide out anymore. And I don't want you to like curl up underneath the covers anymore, because people see you. And I know it's scary. I get it. I know it's scary. I've been there and I understand all of that. The thing is the things that we are scared of the most, the things that we fear the most are usually the most worth it. Look at that. You're at the bottom of the deck. I just realized I was holding the deck like that and the devil was right there. Sometimes the things that we fear the most are the most worth it. Nobody said your journey was going to be easy, and the destination is non-existent. There is no destination. We're on a journey of discovering the truth of what our soul wants to tell us, right? When you hide away from that, right? When you hide, it's almost like you are, oh, look at that. There you are again at the bottom of the deck. You are being seen. 100% you are being seen, but I feel like you keep on trying to not be seen. If that makes any sense. Like it feels like you're trying to still be undercover. You're not entirely sure if you want to live this spiritual journey or if you just want to keep on going on in the direction that you were going in the 3D world and just hope it all works out for the best, right? If you keep living in a past that made you feel like less than who you really are, 5 of Pentacles on the 10 of Swords, if you keep living in that, this energy that's trying to come in that sees you for who you are, is you won't trust it. You won't ever trust it. If you keep living in the past, you won't ever trust it. The past is gone. This is something else that I teach in my alignment sessions. The past is gone. We can't do anything about it. We can't change it. We can learn the lessons of what happened in the past. And the future is an illusion. It hasn't even happened yet. So why be afraid of something that hasn't even happened yet? You don't know if you're going to be hurt and disappointed again in somebody or something. You don't know that for sure. You can suspect it all you want, but living in fear and suspicion and anger and bitterness isn't going to get you anywhere. It's going to keep you where you are. So we want to let this Saturn and Pluto transit for as long as you still have it, which it will still be going through next year, at least Saturn, until it moves into Aquarius, which also, Saturn also rules Aquarius. You have these really great opportunities to learn and to grow, Capricorn. And I love how this is all coming out because we have the Devil and the Ace of Wands. These are those really great, Saturn and Pluto are trying to give you these really great opportunities. And when planets are in our home sign, like Saturn's in its home sign of Capricorn, Jupiter is in its home sign of Sagittarius, Neptune is in Pisces, we have Mercury in Gemini until the 4th, and then it moves into Cancer. We have Venus in Taurus until it moves into Gemini. Venus moves into Gemini. We have all these planets in their home sign. It makes us feel really, really relaxed into where we are, but we can't get relaxed if we're not recognizing the opportunities of the future. And I feel like you have this really great opportunity right now of growth, right? We go from the Page of Pentacles to the Knight of Pentacles. So starting off as the student and slowly moving forward in a very methodical way, because you're being given this gift from the universe to become the student and to move forward in a methodical way, brings you great abundance. It also, and you go from being the Knight of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles and feeling quite good about yourself. See how that progressed forward? Now here's the thing. If you allow yourself to slip back into the pain of what's happened to you in the past, it will make you stuck and you will be in a healing mode again, right? So we have the Three of Swords, the Hermit, the Hanged Man, and the Four of Swords. So going from the Three of Swords to the Four of Swords is great because you need to heal from whatever you're holding on to. The deception of the past that you're holding on to, you need to heal from. Now, if it's with a Virgo or a Pisces, okay. If a Virgo or a Pisces is trying to give you the opportunity to heal and to grow towards the end of June, I suggest you allow them in. I feel like some of you will. I feel like some of you are going to feel like all you want to do is lay in bed and not move. And if you do that to yourself, the only way you're going to move forward is with the Tower energy. If you get stuck in the past loop again in your mind, because June's energy is pushing us into the new. It's pushing us into a new earth energy. It's pushing us into a new existence. And based on where your past was, if you get back into that loop and that mindset again, the universe is going to remind you in a not so comfortable way that it's time for you to move on from that, because you have things to manifest and you have new opportunities of growth coming, right? So we have the King of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. And you want to be able to manifest things, but it's really, really hard to do it when you're feeling the pressure from society, from could be an air sign that you're feeling the pressure from. It's going to take risk. Like I said, only the brave who are ready to take the risk and transform themselves. We also have the Earth sign again over here who wants to help. The Earth sign that's trying to help. Only those who allow this new energy to push them forward are going to reap the rewards. That doesn't mean that everyone is lost in the old energy. There's just a healing aspect that needs to happen. It's not for the weak at heart. It's certainly, this energy is not for the weak at heart. And I feel like most of you are navigating it beautifully and seamlessly. If you would like a little bit of help with it, I'm always available to order coaching sessions, Reiki sessions, alignments, readings. There are some 30-minute readings that are still available. Again, it's not easy, but it's going to be really, really worth it. And you're being given a lot of opportunities to see where you are stable and not necessarily in a stuck mindset, right? Or in a stuck environment. I love you guys, and I really do hope that your June pans out really well. I think that even though it's not easy, you guys are doing a really good job of navigating through this energy. So I love you so much. I will be doing events in the Midwest, Kansas City, St. Louis, Chicago, Omaha, in June and July. And in August, I will be out west in Vegas, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and rounding it up in Portland, Oregon. If you would like to get updates on all of that, please go to my website and sign up on my website to get the email updates that will be going out this week. I love you so, so much. Please take good care of yourselves. I'll see you soon. Bye.